And good evening, everyone, as MSG Varsity presents tonight's Class A action in Suffolk County as the Harborfield Tornadoes take on the Kings Park Ladymen in League 5 action. And two of the best small schools in the county. Starters for tonight for Harborfields, Lynn Zahn, Jenna Amchin, Lexi O'Connor, Bridget Ryan, the sophomore, and Bridget Ryan as the Lady Kingsmen and Tornado. And count it, a nice three for Kawicki, leads the team in three-pointers. That was her 12th on the season. And a turnover. Kawicki loses control as O'Connor gets it. And Lexi gives a cross-court pass yet again. And talking to Coach Russ Tejan, he said that game right there is the reason why they got the confidence to beat Kings Park in that county championship. Kings Park trying to get some tempo, gain some composure, as Marjorie Duffel can't handle it. Ball deflected out by Bridget Ryan. It'll remain Lady Kingsman ball, 5:54 to go. Stolba driving in the paint, loses control, and another turnover. And Eckel with the steal. And she gives it to Kawicki. Can't hit it. Kings Park's had a few close shots but couldn't find it. And there's another close shot as Stolba answers for Harborfields. Now it's a 9-6 game with 4:06 in the first. Eckel, the senior point guard, has had Lynn Zahn being pressured heavily by Duffel. Trying to drive through the paint, O'Connor hits the layup. So Lexi O'Connor, and now it's a 9-8 game. It was 9-4 just a few moments ago. 3:25 to go in the first. Harborfields against Kings Park. Lady Kingsmen lead this one 9-8. Good ball movement and the nice shot by Megan Eckel. Probably one of Kings Park's best possessions as they were able to move the ball and find the open Eckel top of the key. 4 points for Eckel now. Lynn Zahn can't find the 56.6 to go off the inbounds play. 3-point shot. Another miss. They've had the open looks, but they just haven't been able to convert on those opportunities. Eckel drives and hits the layup. Eckel really working, going through the paint. She's not afraid to take a hit. 15-8. Lady Kingsmen lead over the Tornadoes. Just under 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Of Coach Tejan's big success. Stifling defense by Harborfields, their trademark. The far three-pointer off the right side of the rim. And a battle for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possessions, so it will be Tornado ball. Kind of ironic with the Tornadoes. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind of a game so far. Kings Park gets up by 5 or 6. Shot off the backboard and rebounded nicely by Muller. 7:20 to go in the second. Still a 3-point lead for Kings Park in this heavily contested League 5 affair. Kawicki drives in the paint. They've had their layups, they just haven't hit a ton of them. But a nice second effort by Brittany Muller. Offensive rebound in the putback, 17-12. These baskets are not coming easy on either side, but there's an easy one and a nice finish. As now Harborfields under Russ Tejan has been one of the best defensive teams in Class A and one of the better defensive teams in all of Suffolk County the past 5 or 6 years. They make you earn it. And there's Eckel again. Megan Eckel heating up. And Kings Park with their largest lead of the game, 21-14. 6:08 to go in the second. On the inside, and a nice play. Amy Werbitsky finishes it off. And all of a sudden, a 21-18 game, a 4-0 run since the timeout. Kawicki finds Eckel. And Eckel almost travels in the paint back to Kawicki. Just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bunicor with it, shot clock under 10. She flails one up, rebounded by Lexi O'Connor. Harborfields trying to chip away at was once a 7-point deficit. 23-20 over Harborfields. Second half just about to get started between Harborfields and Kings Park in this League 5 matchup. A battle of the two remaining undefeated teams in League 5 and two of the best small school teams in all of Suffolk County. Good defense, physical play, hustle. Those have just been some of the words you could use to describe what we saw in that first half. Both these teams, they had a little bit of a rivalry, and the fact that we're seeing a close game should become to no surprise. Just looking at last year, when Harborfields played each other, when these two guys played each other 4 times, Kings Park won the first 2 games 40-30 and 54-44, and then in the final 2, Harborfields won 58-53 right here on senior night last year and would win the county's 45-36. We'll see if the pace keeps up. And a quick, easy layup by Lexi OConnor to open things up. She has 4 points. And now it's only a 1-point game, 23-22. Harborfield's defense has been a constant. If their offense could only get going, they'd find themselves in the lead here. Kings Park trying to get their offense going here in the second half. Traveling violation by Taylor Bailey. She's had a couple turnovers since coming back when she had 2 early fouls. Not quite in sync with the rhythm of this game because of those 2 fouls. 7:30 to go in the third. 23-22, Harborfields down 1. And down no longer as a beautiful 3 by Lexi OConnor. She now has 7 points, and it's 25-23. So OConnor with 5 points in less than a minute to open up the third. Bailey going to try it herself. Not as successful as Zong with it. Back to the hot hand of OConnor, who finds Stolba. Rebounded by Megan Eckel. And a quick timeout going to be called by Tom Edmondson. Can't be happy with the full explosion that we've seen out of Lexi OConnor. 5 points in the first 40 seconds. It's going to be a full timeout by King Championship. And really for Harborfields, it's been a wonderful program under Russ Tejan. It's won a couple Coach of the Year awards the last few years, among other accolades. And they've been a perennial winner in League 5. And 3 out of the past 4 years, they've won Class A. First winning it in 06-07, led by Bridget Kelly's older sister, Bridget Ryan's older sister, Kelly Ryan, who had 8. Bailey at the line, a 55% foul shooter on the season so far. Can't find it on there. Kings Park 0 for 2 from the line tonight. Bailey, the 6'1 senior center, averaging 6 points and just under 6 rebounds a game. Hits the second. Now, once again, a 1-point game. It's 25-24, 5:48 to go in the third quarter. Lexi OConnor's had the hot hand, 5 points so far in the third. Gives it to Ryan. Anshin drives, trying to draw the foul. Question is, was the foul on the floor or in the act of shooting? Foul's going to be on Danielle Bunicor. It's going to be her first personal foul, team second, and it was in the act of shooting as Jenna Amchin at the line for the Tornadoes. 2 shots as she tries to expand the Harborfields lead. Misses the first. Amchin just averaging about 2 points a game. Senior captain. Try to convert on the second, and it rims in and out. But she gets her rebound off her own shot. That's a good heads-up play, a blue-collar play, as you've seen a lot of that from both Kings Park and Harborfields so far. Stobler with some fancy ball handling in the paint, but can't find it on the layup, as Eckel pushing it for Kings Park. And Kowicki hits the 2. Nice assist by Eckel. But on the other side, Kings Park trying to answer defensively to back up that offensive possession. And OConnor for 3 again. Rebounded by Danielle Bunicor. Leads the team in rebounding with about 8 a game. Marjorie Duffel hits it. 28-25 now. A 5-0 run by Kings Park. Ball deflected out of bounds. Substitutions on the floor as Honey Roche and Amy Rabitsky come in as they replace Casey Stobler and Jana Amchin. Zonal inbounded for Harborfields. 9 points in the game for Ryan, who had been pretty quiet up until that 3 in the second half. Eckel tries the reverse layup, and all of a sudden it looks like Harborfields gaining momentum. They're on a 5-0 run of their own. It's been a game of mini runs, and right now Harborfields trying to maybe stretch that into a bigger one. 3 minutes to go in the third. Ryan, she missed her only attempt earlier in the game, trying to make a 3-point play. And she gets it. First foul shot made by Kings Park tonight. They're 1 of 4. Kowicki, the best foul shooter on this team, at 68% foul shooter. Averages about 15 points a game to lead this team as well. And a good offensive rebound by Bailey. Kowicki, the 3. No good, and rebounded as Harborfields has a fast break, and Lynn's on with a pretty finish. 34-31. And once again, a 3-point lead now for Harborfields. Just over 2 minutes to go. Kowicki's layup